Author's preface. Not accidental, but is caused in every case by destructive habits, and that good habits must be substituted for bad ones in order to effect the permanent cure of any disease. Bad habits of thought, insufficient exercise, and innumerable other errors of life must be considered as contributing causes, but above all, dietetic mistakes must be corrected. The body is composed of material substances which can only be obtained from food, and the health of the physical organism depends more upon the proper use of food elements than upon any other single consideration. The office of the physician should be to teach the science of health, and this I have been doing for many years through various writings, on the lecture platform and in my private practice, but most effectively through daily newspapers. Sheer pressure of circumstances has forced me to publish this work containing the invaluable facts of my dietetic experience and observation, and I would strongly recommend that this book be read in conjunction with my daily newspaper articles, as one supplements the other. The need of a good, simple and easily understood work on dietetics, such as I believe this to be, was apparent enough, and I had been considering the writing of it for some years. At the same time, when the astonishing results I was getting in the course of my everyday practice, through the application of the principle of fasting to the cure of common ailments, confirmed me in my belief that when and what not to eat were quite as important as when and what to eat, that they were really negative and positive aspects of the same subject, and that it would be as logical to combine them together in a work of this kind as it would be illogical to treat of one only and not the other. Hence the plan of the book as you find it. That men and women wanted such a book there was no lack of evidence, and that I might write it for them was an elevating thought that had been dwelling in my mind for years. And there, like so many thoughts of the kind, it might have continued to dwell had not fate taken a hand in the business. People began to write to me from different parts of the country for advice, and a practice originally started and carried on by personal interview began to develop into treatment by mail, with all the onerous duties thus entailed. To tell patients all they wanted to know involved an amount of letter and report writing that began to assume formidable proportions. It soon became evident that the obvious thing to do was to embody the information in the form of a book, available to patients undergoing treatment and to such others as might be interested. This would provide a record of the rules and information desired in a permanent and lasting form, and one to which more respect and consideration might be shown than to anything in letters or pamphlets. The book therefore simply had to be written, and it was written. I am not a writer of fiction, and the information contained in this book is based on facts and not fancies. Other health subjects of importance other than dietary are referred to but not elaborated upon, as this would have been impossible in a book of this nature, and these must be reserved for future publications. I have intentionally refrained from referring to other writers and authorities, as I am sure that such references only tend to distract the mind of the reader from the point of view as it seems to me. No space is taken up by needless tables of food values, and the caloric standard is not even explained, as I find it of no real value in dietotherapy, but only bewilders the patient with unnecessary information. While it is hoped that the reading of this volume will be interesting, it is only the practice of the rules laid down in this book, and the supplementary articles that will appear daily in leading newspapers throughout the country, that will bring the desired results in the cultivation of more abundant health. Los Angeles, January 1923. Frank McCoy.